Hey everyone, welcome to Tuesday with Pastor Dan. Glad you all are joining in. We are quickly approaching Lent, and by quickly approaching Lent, it starts this week. Ash Wednesday is here tomorrow, which I can't believe is happening this fast. But I was reading one of my daily devotion here. Yes, and by Richard Rohr, and it's a gathering collections of some of clippets from some of his books and things. But he writes this interesting thing that his friend Dr. Gerald May, he wrote that spirituality is not to encourage willfulness, but in fact, willingness. Spirituality creates willing people who let go of their need to be first, to be right, to be saved, to be superior, and to define themselves as better than other people. That game is over and done, and if we haven't come to the willing level, not my will, but thy will be done, as Jesus says in Matthew, then I think the Bible will almost be always misused. We'll talk about that in a second, but I think Lent's the perfect time to find out, are we willful or are we willing? Are we using our spirituality to try to create a willfulness where we use scripture as literal to find things that just support us, or are we moving into a willingness where we can legitimately say, through our practices, through being approached and being changed by scripture, being changed by prayer? Because see, at the end of the day, willfulness is about changing others. It's about changing God. It's about changing everything around us and having control to morph it how we want it to look, how we perceive it and think it should look. It should fit our biases, our ideologies. Everything should be like that. But the reality is, Jesus says, thy will be done, offering that to God. Willingness is us letting ourselves be changed by scripture, by prayer, by service, by coming to church, by gathering as a community, by taking communion through baptism. We are changed. We open ourselves up to be willing servants, and then we're led. We're the flock. I mean, they call us pastors, shepherds, but it's Jesus. I'm just a little bit maybe a little bit out front in the flock. I don't know. I'm still just a sheep. But are we willing to be led? Are we willing to be changed? Lent is the perfect time to take on something, to give up something, so that we are changed, to be changed. Lent is the time of transformation as we approach the cross, as we approach that life-changing incident that we believe changes everything. It changes the very essence of who we're supposed to be as people who are first for love and grace and hope and peace and joy and all those things. So I guess we have to ask ourselves as we get through Lent, as we approach Lent, what are the things that we're doing that are we seeking will? Are we seeking to be willful? Or are we going to be willing to be changed, willing to be transformed? So we really do mean that when we say it Sunday in and Sunday out, or day in, day out, that thy will be done. Have a blessed week. Look forward to seeing you all soon.